going on, guys? SK tapping in again. Salute to all my self-improvement soldiers who are out here walking right now, wherever you are. And again, guys, just have to say thank you once again for all the people who started to, join in on this challenge. Numbers are growing. We're spreading the message far and wide, and I'm just glad that I can help you elevate your state of mental well-being. And this challenge, honestly, is going to be so good for everybody. I've seen the results, and I'm still here doing it, so I know for a fact that it's going to do wonders for you too. And all I'll say is, just wherever you are, whatever you're feeling, especially if you're out in a grey, just look outside, just look up. It's very, very grey, right? Just continue to go, just keep pushing forward. It's already started to drizzle a little bit, and it's actually taken me back to my time in the army. So this was during my training through phase 1, and I remember this one particular exercise I was on, right? It was the halfway point. So that was a pass or fail segment, and during this phase, you have to basically successfully complete an action known as a bug out. And a bug out, essentially, is when your unit is laying in formation, right, in your harbor area. So you've created like a perimeter of security, and everyone's just resting, staying alert, waiting for the next orders, and then you get attacked. You usually get attacked in the middle of the night, and that's where you practice your bug out drills. So pop smoke, you start returning fire. If you're the sentry that's on guard, you're firing back at the enemy. Your battle buddy starts to pack all the equipment and kit away. You start to collapse your formation. You collapse the harbor area, and then you peel off, right? And you're meant to exfiltrate the area of operation. Find a new secure location and see if you can either locate the enemy and then lay in wait to ambush them if they come chasing after you, in which case you're going to engage and destroy them, or you withdraw from the area and look to establish a new area of safety, and then basically stay on your toes. Just watch your 5s and 20s, as they say. So yeah, this story basically is very apt to this whole sort of atmosphere and this whole scene, because when I was going through training, we got attacked in the middle of the night on the training area, and the sky was much darker than this. It was almost like this very dark grey sort of like sheet had basically been covering the sky, right? It was just thrown across the skyscraper, and yeah, it was just like this, almost like this artificial layer of darkness. And basically it was like like a scene from Stranger Things, right? Like when the mind flayer is in the upside down and you can see all like the lightning and all that stuff. It was like that, because we saw like little like flashes of lightning like shuttering through the sky, and it was so scenic. It was like something out of a movie, I swear. It was amazing, right? And it looked almost like artillery fire was impacting in the sky, right? But there's just lightning, and then we heard like the faint roll of thunder, and the next thing is it just opened up and it started pouring down, and we were like running, we were all like moving tactically like through the rain, and everyone was getting soaked, and oh man, it was it's kind of like you had to be there to sort of enjoy the experience, because it was the whole atmosphere and the setting that made it so enjoyable. And we were like getting contacted in the rain. We had people who were like slipping over and crawling through. You're welcome. Like crawling through the mud, crawling through the fields in the tall grass, throwing smoke grenades. People were like firing blank rounds, like just shouting out enemy locations, and yeah, it was just my little war story. It was just a really fun time. It was just one of those things, you know, that I think only if you're someone who's like a bit of an action junkie, or if you have served in the military, I think you'd know that. But yeah, it just kind of just took me back there briefly. I mean, it's not really like raining heavily per se, it's just a little grey. But yeah, this is me, day 3, walking through my area right now, just walking through one of the neighboring towns. Gonna lap the park and maybe do another lap, and that should complete the walk. I just wanted to create this video just to sort of bring to light that, you know, while you're out here walking, taking the scenes in, you know, there's something quite special about just walking with your ears open, like wide open. You listen to all the atmospheric sounds, you listen to the ambient noises, you listen to people walking and talking as they pass by. And for me, just now, just the simple fact that I was out in this environment triggered an old memory of mine, but it was a fond memory. And that's something that I want to really key in on, right? It was a memory that actually brought a lot of joy and happiness to my life. And you know, it's so easy to sort of create like artificial memories or even visions, right? Like when we're listening to music, for example, like upbeat music or even sad music, I find myself like always thinking about myself in like these really like weird, like fictitious scenarios. Like if it's like really upbeat, like high tempo music, I'm like some hero, like running and jumping and diving through obstacles or something, or doing something crazy, right? Like in a war zone, or I don't know, doing something pretty extreme. And if it's something sad, well then it's like, yeah, you might remember like an ex, or remember something sad that happened to you. Like when I left South Africa for the first time, you know, it was an exciting adventure, but then I thought, oh, I'm so far away from, you know, everybody else, like in my family. But it's just it's just one of those things that just happens, right? But when you're actually out and free of the distractions, you know, your mind tends to actually think about something a bit more wholesome. And that's just a little snippet I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, anyways, I've spoken for long enough. I hope you guys are enjoying the challenge so far. Please be sure to like, comment, you know, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And if you guys decide to make videos of your own, please, I encourage that. You know, go ahead, make a video, tag me in it. If you follow me on IG, sk.lopi, just go ahead and tag me in all your snippets. Or if you have a little story that you want to share, go ahead, tag me in it. I want us to spread this movement, guys. I want us to raise this, like the bar on the mental wellness profile, because while it's something that's starting to be explored, it's not being explored enough. And there's so many ways that we can go into this, right? And this is just the tip of the iceberg, just by getting out and walking, right? When you think about it, this is something that humans used to do for hundreds of thousands of years, right? But now with modern day technology, you know, we've got cars, we've got bikes, etc. Everything's just accessible from our fingertips. Nobody actually travels to do anything anymore. Nobody really puts the effort to just even, actually, let me correct myself there. People will travel for work. People will travel for things that incentivize them, like money. But when it comes to doing something for yourself, why is it so difficult to put yourself first? That's food for thought. So, do the usual, guys. I'm gonna finish up my walk here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.